Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Welcome to our online class, Nutrition in Animals. Today, we are going to discuss about nutrition, modes of nutrition, classification of animals, stages involved in heterotrophic nutrition, and nutrition in amoeba. Why do we need food? We need food to get energy and to perform various physical activities such as walking, running, swimming, skating, cycling, etc. Food is necessary for growth and development of body. It protects us from diseases. It provides mental growth in addition to health. Do you think energy is needed only to do physical activities? No, obviously not. Our body undergoes many vital life processes such as transportation, respiration, excretion, reproduction, metabolism, and nutrition. Our body needs energy to perform all these vital life processes. Food provides energy. What will happen if you don't have proper nutrition? Nutritional deficiency occurs. It can lead to a variety of health diseases. So, nutrition is very important. Look at these pictures. Can you identify the healthy animals? Goat, cat, dogs are healthy. These are healthy animals. Now, look at this picture. Deer is unhealthy. It is very weak. We can see the bones through the skin. This is due to lack of nutrition. So nutrition is very important for every organism, for all the organisms to stay healthy. Now let us define nutrition. The process of taking in food by an organism and its utilization by the body is called nutrition. Food has it gives energy. Food gives energy and it is used by our body to perform various activities. Various activities. There are two modes of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. Now let us see autotrophic nutrition. What are called autotroph plants? Plants are called autotrophs. They are called producers. They prepare their own food by the process called photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process in which glucose is synthesized from water and carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Starch is prepared in the process of photosynthesis. Now, we are going to see heterotrophic nutrition. Animals are heterotrophs. Animals cannot prepare their own food because they don't have chlorophyll. So, they depend on other organisms, other animals for their food. So, they are called heterotrophs. So, what is heterotrophic nutrition? A process in which animals cannot prepare their own food and depend on other animals for their food. Now let us see the classification of animals. Animals are classified based on their feeding habits. Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers and decomposers. Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores are derived from Latin word. Ora means to eat. Herbi means herb. So plant eating animals are called herbivores. Example, cow, goat, etc. Carnivores, flesh eating animals. They eat flesh of the other animals. Omnivores, they eat all. Omni means all. So they eat flesh and plant parts. So herbivore means the plants eating animals. The animals which eat only plants are called herbivores. The animals only eat flesh of the other animals are called carnivores. The animals which eat both flesh and plants are called omnivores. Now let us see scavengers. Scavengers consume dead animals. Here, decomposers. Decomposers feed upon decaying dead organisms. For example, worm, mushroom, insect, and bacteria. So scavengers example, vulture. They clean the environment. They are called cleaning agent. Now let us see mode of nutrition in animals. See, plants are called producers because they prepare their own food. Now herbivores depends on herbivore depends on plants. Omnivores depend on herbivore and the plant. Omnivores depend on plants and other animals for their food. But carnivores depend carnivore depends on other animals for their food. Decomposers decompose all the organic matter to simpler form, simple molecule. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about various stages involved in heterotrophic nutrition. So, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. Ingestion, taking in food. They have to take in our food. Digestion. Then what happens to the food? It has to be digested. Needs to be digested. And the digestion process. What is absorption? The digested food is absorbed. And then assimilation, energy is produced. And digestion, waste are removed from the body. Now, let us see the first stage. What is ingestion? The act of taking in food or eating of food. Eating food inside the body through the mouth is called ingestion. Now let us see spider. Spider weaves sticky web in which small insect get stuck. Now the spider consumes that insect. Now next example, look at this picture. Butterfly. It sucks nectar through proboscis. Look at this frog. It uses its long sticky tongue to catch prey. See, here the birds, flamingo birds, they have long neck and they have their beak to catch the prey. They use their beak to catch it prey. Now, different organisms have different modes of intake. Different organisms have different modes of intake. See, these are the different modes of intake of food. Frogs have long, sticky tongue. They have their beak. How do we have our food? We use our mouth to put the food inside. Food is put inside our mouth. Next, digestion. The process of breaking down of complex food into small particles. So, breaking down of complex food into small particles. That is called a digestion. See, the food consists of the food which we eat consists of large molecules. That is, nutrients are present in the food. They are larger in size. It cannot be digested easily. So, it has to be converted. Need to be converted into small particles. So insoluble large complex molecules are converted into small particles. So in the process, breaking down complex food into small particles is called the digestion. The digestion, animals use two ways of digestion, physical method and chemical. Physical method, they chew the food and grind the food, chewing and grinding in the mouth. But chemical method, they use digestive juices to digest the food. Digestive juices. Absorption. What is absorption? Say, now food is digested. Next, it has to be absorbed. Nutrient need to be absorbed. The process of transporting the digested food particles across the cell lining of the intestine or blood. So, and it mixes the blood by the process called diffusion. So, the nutrients are absorbed. Then only we can do our work. So, it is absorbed. And one more stage is there. That is called assimilation. The process in which digested food particles are carried away by the bloodstream where they are broken down and generate energy. So, energy is produced. So it is carried to each and every cell where they are broken down and energy is produced. That energy is used to maintain good health. Next stage is digestion. So the food which we eat cannot be digested completely. So the whole food cannot be digested. Only a part of the food is digested and the remaining part, which is undigested, need to be removed from the body. So in this process, digestion process, removal of undigested food takes place. Undigested food from the body. So part of the food which is undigested is removed from our body, thrown out from the body. That is called digestion. Is it clear? Now let us see the nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is an unicellular organism. It is made up of single cell. Single cell. So you can easily draw the structure of amoeba. It does not have any definite shape. No special organ for the purpose of nutrition. They have pseudopodia. Amoeba don't have mouth. No mouth. So they have pseudopodia. The mode of nutrition is solid. Solid food they eat. Solid food. So they feed on the small aquatic plants and animals which are floating on the water, and it is taken by the as a food. So amoeba take small aquatic organisms which float in the surface of the water, which float in the water, which it lives. So phagocytosis. The process of obtaining food by the amoeba is called phagocytosis. So phagocytosis means what? The process of obtaining food is called phagocytosis. Next, nutrition in amoeba. Now, the food molecule comes near to the amoeba. The pseudopodia surrounds the amoeba and forms food vacuole. In the food vacuole, digestive juice is secreted and the food is digested. And the food which is not digested, that is undigested food, is removed from the body. It is moved to the surface of the cell and is gone. Thank you.